All right, the time has come to continue the journey of Battle Cats. Um, as I have repeatedly mentioned, I do not progress through stories of legend of stream. I do most other things of stream, but not stories of legend. Um, at this point, there's not really that much to grind. So I've been grinding um, these stages. Like that's mostly what I've been using my energy on. But I also did some advents. I might do honey trap. Hmm. It's a shame that it comes later, you know. That guy, Dabu. Yeah, because I don't have Zamboni. I really could use Zamboni for this level. Hello, I am him Battlecat. Thank you for stopping by. We are going to have a good time today. We're gonna do a lot of battling with these cats. I'm probably gonna do this on stream, but I think that we can do that in a bit, like after Mina. Not that I'm gonna use Mina there anyway. Um, I'm thinking about how I'm gonna do that level. I mean, we have Fishman, we have Seafarer, so I can stun or I can freeze the Queen Bee. But the support of the Queen Bee is what really has me thinking how we're gonna do that. It doesn't matter. We're gonna do that later. Um, so anyway, Her Highness Milk Tea. As is often the case, I did yesterday in my other account. I did these levels at higher crowns, so I kind of remember them. But I'm still gonna pull up the wiki. Battle Royale. Okay. Wide assortment of enemies, including a Cory. Let's see what we can do to make this happen. Oh, I got Adventurer Kana. I did some very high complexity rolling, which involved time traveling and stuff. I didn't want to do it on stream because I wasn't sure that was permitted to show, like seat tracking is. Um, but I got Kana, I got Sirius, and what else did I get? Oh, I got Last Boss as well, but I don't really care about Last Boss that much. I wanted Kana, and Kana was the discounted unit for leveling up this Wednesday, so I just leveled her up to 30. Um, I have not deployed her even once, but she's banned from Stories of Legend and in general from progression, so her place shall be only in this experience stages deck with Rengoku, who is also similarly banned. How are we going to do this? Will this suffice? Yeah, I mean, we could bring Octopus. We could bring Octopus maybe instead of Bullet Train, which I got off stream, Hania. It was a little bit difficult, but it wasn't that bad. Lunasia is really good against the Aros, which is really the biggest question mark in that level. The Boar and Hania themselves are not really dangerous, because anti-reds are plentiful and very easy to acquire, like Courier and Crazed Fish. Soon to be Manic Island. I'm just waiting for the 21st to come, and then it will be Manic Island. Anyway, as I was saying, we were going to replace this with this, and hopefully we can do this like that without a lot of complications. Oh, the Cory spawns after a long time, so we could rush these. I think I'm just gonna lure this guy close to the base, and then we're gonna try like a Bahamut chain. Level up the wall at once. Okay. Menacingly approaching. Lunacia first, actually, because Lunacia is good against angels. Okay. Lunacia missed, so no explosions, so no weaken. Okay, time for Bahamut. Ooh, Bahamut missed. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, this is very rushable. It just gives you a lenient timer in case you don't have a good way to answer this. But if you do, and I do, then it's very rushable. Okay. Angry fighting. Black, red, and floating. Got the experience drop. Pretty neat. Okay, I think we are still in the part of Stories of Legend where I can just waltz through with a generalist loadout. I don't have to build anything specific for the stages. This is a part where I enjoy the most, where like I can just bring a single deck that fits most sizes. Wait a second, it is a super rare. Yeah, Maglev. So I tried to do floor 24 again with Drone Cat and like other stuff, and it just hasn't worked. I've tried, but it hasn't worked. Is this what I use for? No, this is not. What did I even use this for? I don't remember. Must have been a station. Because it was not for Hania, because for Hania I used Lunacia for sure. Anyway, angry fighting. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, we're going on for long today. As I said, I want to get Mina, maybe some Cats of the Cosmos, and almost certainly the Queen Bee Advent. I want that little leaguer cat. I don't think it's that good of a unit, but I mean, I would rather have it. Maybe it does come in useful at some point, given my low access to Ubers. This might be a complicated thing to do, now that I think about it. Okay, Pizza just tanking everything. I kinda don't want to send Bahamut, because I feel like Bahamut is just gonna get one shot. Okay, I think the Noirs are synchronized, so this would be a good time to send out Bahamut if I, had resources. This stage is quite stingy with money. Oh, I was hoping that Maglev would do some magic there, kill the owl, and give me a large burst of money. I think that in order to kill the owl, we're gonna send Lunacia. And now we just need a little bit more money so I can send out Bahamut. Oh, we killed one of the Lenoirs. That means the other ones might be a little bit weakened. Weakened enough that maybe this Pizza? Nothing? Oh, that's a shame. It must be super weak now. Ooh, I sent it way too late. Yeah, I sent it way too late. Okay, fortunately they're not strong enough to one-shot Bahamut. Okay. 2 more to go. Pizza misses. Okay, 1 more to go. Lunacia has actually carried a lot just through sheer damage, even though she doesn't target black. I'm starting to kinda want another Uber to complement Lunacia, but you know, I can only get Ubers through Platinum tickets, and I have not gotten a Platinum ticket. So that's why I kind of want to start progressing through Cats of the Cosmos so I can get the treasures, so I can do the level that gives the second Platinum ticket in the dojo. So I can get another Uber. I don't know what other Uber I would get, but it would have to be something that targets the things that Lunacia doesn't target, which would be maybe Red can. Maybe we can afford to not have an Uber that targets Red, given that the no Uber and even no Gacha anti-Reds are extremely good. They're almost to the point where you could say they're better than the alternatives, the Gacha alternatives. Let's see. For metal, definitely. Like I would love to have something like Hayabusa for metals, because metals are so annoying. Like, I mean, I have Hayabusa, but banned for purposes of progression, as I already said. Maybe the next time I do like a challenge like this, I am going to add a special rule that says something along the lines of anti-metal Ubers are permitted, besides the rules of the challenge. Okay, talking about anti-metals, this is an metal stage. I'm gonna have to bail out of this. Bye-bye. We are going to need Hurricane. And hopefully that is enough. Yeah, I think this is all that I really need to do this stage. Let me show you the current stat of my deck. Oh, it's 11 a.m. now. It just turned 11 a.m. Yeah. Level 20 Craze Wall. Level 30 plus 2 Ramen. Hurricane. Pizza level 36 is what I've been using my super cat size on for ease of farming. Level 36 Lunacia, of course, is my only legal Uber. I would rather be have it be as powerful as possible. 30 plus 4 Cyborg. My gacha rolls have blessed me with a lot of cyborgs. I've not gone out of my way to get cyborg. She's just appeared 5 times in the gacha. But yeah, pretty good. And she is upgraded with survive talents and attack talents. Like, they're both maxed. Courier level 36, just as I have been boosting Pizza for the supers and Lunacia for the Ubers. Courier has been boosted for the rares, like my best super, my best Uber, and my best rare, right? When I finish maxing Courier, my second thing to max is probably going to be Cyborg. And when I finish maxing Pizza, my second thing to max is going to be Kankan, right? And my third thing to max is probably going to be Chris Whale, given that I cannot start maxing it now. And then last thing, Awaken Bahamut. So that's the status of my generally slowed out as of right now. Let's continue. A horrible song. This is an on base hit, so I think I messed up by sending a crazy whale. It's gonna push too hard. So how far are we from Mina? Shouldn't have sent out pizza. I think this is a level where we send out these three and Courier and Paris and Crazed Whale as well. I guess pizza can be okay. He does deal crazy damage. Okay, I have no critter hitting the metal one-horn. Would be pretty neat to... Aha, for that to happen. Now I need it to happen one more time. Okay, I leveled up the wallet in anticipation for the one-horn dying, but it happened immediately afterwards. I was not planning for that. Okay, pretty good. Lunacia should hopefully deal with the Sleipnir. I'm gonna try to get in a Bahamut here. Come on. Yeah! 1, 2, let's go! Oh man, Bahamut is amazing. I cannot wait for Baja Blast. Though I suspect it's gonna come in a like nowhere close to where we are now. It's gonna take a couple of months for Baja Blast. I haven't even begun doing Cats of the Cosmos, right? Like I think I have one treasure, and that's because I grinded it earlier today, like when it hit midnight. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to be able to get Baja Blast. But when I do, oh boy, oh, man, that unit is something else. Baja Blast, it's so strong. Okay, Stories of Legend. Mina. Okay, subchapter 28. And we are currently at subchapter 24, so we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subchapters, which yeah, we can totally do that today. Trap of Cowards. Trap of Cowards says only traitless. Okay, Lunacia will make quick work of this level. Do we have any anti-traitless? I mean, I think I have Bendor because I did this off stream as well. You know, the nature of the advents makes it so that I cannot just do them on stream, but I should probably be recording them. Though, what I'm doing for most of these is just follow the standard strategy. Yeah, fortunately, Lunacia has enabled me to beat most of them. She might be good for Queen Bee. We're gonna find that out later. I wonder if Secret Crush Cat might be good here, because she's anti-traitless, massive damage, area attack to traitless. Let's see how her stats look. I am not expecting too much. She seems like a crazy thing to have access to for the early game, but in order to grind her this highly, you probably cannot be in the early game anymore. So I don't know. Let's see here. Well, when she's maxed at 1 plus 29, which we're almost there, she has 10,000 HP and 1700 DPS. Very low range. What are we? Oh, wait, I don't think I'm gonna need her. The main threat is probably the Reindeers, and the Reindeers get completely demolished by Courier. Courier just is so good at dealing with that kind of thing. Anti-traitless. I guess we can try bringing Brainwash Brave Cat, though I have to tell you I'm not too optimistic when it comes to this unit. At first I thought that the hatred for it was overreacting, but no, it is not great. How are we going to reach the Camel? Talking about things that happened off stream, I got Manic Macho Legs and Manic Lion yesterday. Or no, earlier today. Earlier today I got it. It was not difficult, you know, cat CPU kind of thing. Do we bring Manic Macho Legs? I guess we do. Just so I can hit the Camel. Though ideally we can just hit the Camel with Bahamut. Whatever. We're gonna try this, and if it doesn't work, we can make changes. It's not like we are energy limited in any way, fortunately. Saving up the leaderships is gonna pay off quite well as this series progresses. Okay, the stage is an on-base hit, so we can just... Oh, wait a second. If it's an on-base hit, I think speed up is gonna speed this up quite a bit. Yeah. The crocs that spawn are also on a timer. I wonder if... Oh wow, man, it's so weak. Oh wow, I'm getting shredded. Hold on. These crocs are strong. I thought they were gonna be... Oh, they're pretty boosted. Okay. Let me restart this. Okay, now that we know, I'm gonna have to push a little bit harder. I'm gonna send out a ramen, see how it fares. I don't think this singular ramen is gonna be strong enough for the yeah, that's what I was expecting. Okay, turn this off. That's a lot of crocs. I guess it's the level's way to give you some money, but it's I wish it was something a little bit more substantial than the crocs, because as you can see, the crocs are not... Like, I'm killing a lot of them, but they're not giving me that much money. Ignacia? Oh wow, the Camille just got completely deleted by Lunacia. That is quite convenient. That means this stage is not gonna last as long as I was expecting it to. Yep, overhyped level. In the course of my rolls, I also got something really good for the sake of progression, which is Professor Catjobs. So as long as I slap Professor Catjobs in literally any loadout, we're just gonna have access to so much experience. And eventually we can level up Professor Catjobs into Headmaster, and then Headmaster is such a busted thing to have. Yeah, once again, I was not really going out of my way to get this one. It just happened to be on the way of the Ubers that I was trying to get. Okay, Dark Nemesis. Dark Nemesis says... oh, I remember this level. I was doing a star Battle Royale earlier in my other account, and the bonbon hits really hard. It isn't even that boosted in 2 crowns. This might be complicated. I think that for this we don't want ramen. We want this for hitting the Kurosawa. The use of at least 4 Mitchells is recommended without the presence of crowd control. We have weaken with Lunacia. Maybe a 50% weaken is gonna be enough, but and then we shred the The one horn. Infinite one horns to spawn. But they come pretty slowly. I think I like this loadout for the sake of doing this level. Maybe Awakened Bahamut could be something else. Could be Ururun. Could be Ururun. But okay, so I don't think I want to bring Ururun, because if I bring Ururun, she's gonna knock back the Bonbon, and then my stack is gonna die to Kurosawa, and then I'm gonna lose the level. So I don't know about that. Also, this stage might be a cat CPU level. Yeah, this might be a cat CPU level. Okay, so we're not gonna bring this and this and this. We can... I don't know about this, because I think it's theoretically good, but in practice, is wanna walk in, Bonbon's gonna punch it, it's gonna survive, it's gonna walk in again, Bonbon's gonna punch it again, and then it's gonna die. So I don't really feel like I want to bring those. What about Kankan? Does Kankan outrange Bonbon? Okay, let's find out if Kankan outranges Bonbon. It says here that it's 220, and I think the Bonbon is 200. Yeah, okay, so Kankan does outrange Bonbon. I think we bring Kankan then. We don't bring Awakened Bahamut. We could bring Craze Bahamut. Man, I kinda hate Craze Bahamut because it's cool and all, but it's so easy for that unit to miss unless it's your only attacker. So I'm not bringing that. What about Lunasia? I think Lunasia makes sense here, given that JK Bonbon, which is the main threat of the stage, is floating. Okay, so we are also gonna bring this and this. And I want one more meat shield. Yeah, that might be okay. Anything else that I would like to bring? What about what are my options for anti-red? I could bring this actually instead of this. It's anti-red. What about Occultist? Massive damage versus red and black. It's single target and it is melee range. I don't know about that. What about this? Single target. But it slows. But I already have a slower in the form of Kankan. Which, yeah, you cannot beat Kankan in terms of slowing capability. Or like, in terms of unit quality, I mean. You cannot beat Kankan. The slow that Kankan does is just like a bonus. Hold on. I think we're fine. Maybe I could bring Drone Cat now that I think about it. Just so it does a little bit of extra damage that also is effective against Kurosawa. Sure, I guess we can do a little bit of that. Once again, my plan is to cat CPU this, so yeah, this should be fine. It should not be. Oh, wait a second. It is an on-base hit, so we can afford to just stall a little bit. Okay, let's see how this goes. I have to say that the trolley bloggers are really scary with the way that they push things back. Okay, now let's see if the crazed walls can actually trigger the thing. Okay, they don't. Come on, trolley blogger. Okay, no. I believed in it a bit too much. Okay, I think that what we're gonna do is that after the base hit, we're just gonna lure and then we're gonna turn on cat CPU. Come on, don't. 99%. I think we might be getting really close to 99%. But anyway, I maxed the wallet, so we might be okay even if it does happen. Yeah, I think we're already at the threshold where I can turn on cat CPU and it won't sabotage me by not doing anything. Okay, so now we just wait patiently. Okay, now we send Kankan. Okay, now we're ready. Time to... Cat cannon is very questionable. We might be able to burst down this Bonbon. Yeah, look at that, it's already 2 knockbacks. Kurosawa attack hits nothing. 3, 4, okay. That's worrisome. Okay. Okay, that wasn't that bad, as bad as I thought it was going to be. Lunacia is just too powerful. I think that's what's happening. Lunacia plus Courier is just cheating for purposes of doing this level. Definitely over-prepared for this. Okay, that was not me fighting the cat cannon. It actually fired before I could click on it. But because I have the speed up, I reacted too slowly to the Kurosawa. But no, we totally got this. Okay. It's good to use cat CPU on levels like this where it's just like specifically for the 1-1 part, of course, where it is pretty annoying to do without the automated spam of meat shields. Would have been a lot more complicated if I had to do that manually. Anyway, that was Dark Nemesis, and now the final level of Battle Royale, which is Scent of Core and Fish. Quite a spicy level. It has a boar, it has angels, it has Bonbon Black, and it has some traitless enemies. From those, the only thing that I don't hit with Lunacia would be the boar. So, funnily enough, I think I might be able to bring this exact same loadout to that level, and it will most likely work. What if I bring ramen as well? Okay, the level is on timer. Okay, this is also a level that requires heavy meat shielding, so we just bring cat CPU. I'm gonna lure this and try to kill it with Kankan. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of money coming my way. I overreacted with the rich cat. That was completely unnecessary. I think I should stop using items until it's clear that items would be required. Yeah, we might be able to beat this before the boar spawn and the Bonbon Black. It's rushable. I should have paid attention to that. Should have brought Bahamut. We would have been able to do this pretty much for free. Bathcat survives a hit from the sloth. I think we might just have this before the timer runs out. We are at the second of 3 Chick-fil-A. When the third one spawns, it means that the boss wave is about to begin. So we might, yeah, we're definitely finishing this before then. Yeah, we totally overreacted to this level. I thought it was gonna be substantially harder. How about we don't use items then? Oh yeah, another thing that I have not done and I wanted to do on stream is unleashing the cats. Talking about levels that I'm gonna have to use items for. Okay, I don't think I have any anti-Aku. I mean that I can use anyway, other than Lunasia. I guess I'm bringing Ururun. Oh, this is gonna be annoying without Aku barrier breakers. Oh, but Lunasia has that property, but does anything else have it? Inosuke, well, Inosuke's banned. We're not gonna need this. Do we bring Paris? If I bring Paris, it's gonna run out of money, so we're not bringing Paris. Do we bring Wallcat? No. I would rather bring another 75. Alright. I think that should be good, hopefully. Oh, this is worthless because the Aku shield blocks CC. Scars of War has 8 levels. I gotta manually mid shield until I amass enough money for Ururun. I wonder if Lunasia is outranged by the Aku cat, the Aku axe. I think she is. Okay, there we go. Okay, after this I'll have access to Aku realms and I will be able to do Aku realms off camera, like the Aku realms progression. I think that everything until Mount Aku will be done off camera and everything after Mount Aku will be done on camera. Like I'll record every level after Mount Aku. But it's gonna take a while for me to get to that point anyway, so... Okay, once again, it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, for that one, I think I would have had a really hard time had I not brought my items. That's what items are for. They're there to be used. Aku altars appear. Your Aku research is complete and the gates of Aku have opened. Visit Empire of Cats to enter this dark realm. Uh-huh. XP Bonanza. 100 cat food. So I was able to grind all the way to 2100 cat food last time I streamed for the purposes of rolling for Sirius and other things. It was quite nice. I thought it was impossible, but I did a lot of those stages that only have one level. A lot of like cyclones and catamine stages and crazed cat stages and that kind of thing, and it was possible to reach the 2100th to roll. And now we are at almost 700th. This game's so generous with the way that it gives you cat food. What else can we do? I guess we can click on this and see when I get Empress research thingies. Nothing? Empress Report 1. 8 a.m.? Does it come later in the day? No, it only comes at 8 a.m. for 2 hours. Well, we missed it. Oh, Empress Excavation. That comes in 2 hours. I might do that. It's a little bit on the difficult side of things. There's no guarantee that I can do it. Empress Excavation is for behemoths. Report is for Akus, and Excavation is for behemoths. We might be able to do it. I have unlocked XP Bonanza, though I don't think I have what it takes to challenge that one. Yeah, that will have to come later. Scars of War. Now we do Scars of War. Valkyrie Plains. Aliens appear. So you could technically do everything before Scars of War without touching into the future. But everything after Scars of War, probably you should have done into the future tree already. Though, why would you do that when Awakened Bahamut is just really good? You know, it's better to have Awakened Bahamut than to not have Awakened Bahamut, right? I think it's funny that my loadout for gacha has 1, 2, 3, 4 gacha units. Though I don't know if you can count this one. Not before true form anyway. Like, I don't really think I want to be deploying this guy. Okay, Valkyrie Plains is just doggies. It's 1,000,000 doggies. All the doggies, okay. I would like to believe that I have what it takes to do this with the loadout that I have right now. Oh, wait a second, Metal Doggy. We can brute force the Metal Doggy. Wait a second, I don't have ramen. Okay. I can brute force the Metal Doggy with ramen. Without ramen, I don't think so. We can probably not bring Awakened Bahamut to this one. Ramen. Oh wow, these Shibalians are buffed. They're buffed. They really intend for you to have complete into the future treasures for this. They're 800%. Oh, and as part of the boss wave, when the base reaches 99%, these Shibalians start to get even more buffed. You really are supposed to have into the future treasures, like full into the future treasures for these. Okay, here come the Shibalians. But unfortunately for them, I have full into the treasure futures. Into the future treasures. Into the treasure futures. Haha. Yeah, they don't have what it takes to deal with the power of Courier. Oh, Courier is just destroying them. With a little bit of help from talented Cyborg, right? The way they handled Into the Future and Cats of the Cosmos Treasures was really bad. Yes, I agree. But I would extend that to the entirety of the treasure system. Because you want to... Like, the way that those things were releasing was... like, first Cats of the Cosmos 1 releases, right? And then with it come its set of treasures, and then Cats of the Cosmos 2 and Cats of the Cosmos 3. But before those were complete, like before the entire treasure set was completed, they were adding starred aliens and that kind of thing to levels, and by extension, what was happening is that now the levels are kind of super easy. Like the starred alien levels at the end of Stories of Legend are super easy because they were added when there were only one set of treasures, but you are most likely gonna do them when you have all the treasures, so they're free. So they're challenging only on release and then super weak afterwards, which is bad. in my opinion, the entire treasure system could receive like a rework. I'm kind of okay with treasures, like the Cats of the Cosmos treasures that are not the Stardalian treasures. I'm okay with those. You know, like the ones that enhance the effects against like metals and zombies and that kind of thing. That's fine. It's not that impactful if you don't have them, as it would be for the anti-Star Alien treasures. Like those are messed up. Um, yeah. If I was to make a game, I would not have anything remotely resembling the treasures of this game in that game. But that's just because I don't believe in meta progression. I believe that meta progression is whatever you learn playing the game. Do you think the Aku Altar has similar problems? Nah, I think it's fine. I think Aku Altar is okay. They don't put it in Stories of Legend. They put it way later than Stories of Legend. And you unlock it super early too. Like it's a problem for people that were playing the game, that were like already caught up to all the content when they put the Aku Altar in Uncanny Legends. But like for example, for even my non-content creation account, like I've already finished Aku Realms, and I'm not nowhere close to the part of the game where the Aku Altar appears in Uncanny Legends, right? Um, but yeah, like even for that account, it was not a problem. For this account, is definitely not going to be a problem. But it was a problem for the people that were up to date when that was put in the game. Like it walled their Uncanny Legends progression for quite a while. Because finishing Aku Realms is not something you can do in one sitting. It's gonna take a while. You got to that point with a level 8 Aku Altar. That's rough. Yeah, if you get that late into the game without having completed Aku Realms, yeah, like at that point you're walled for about a month. As I already said, it's gonna be rough. Okay, lots of aliens here. We are going to bring good old Seafarer, which, funnily enough, I got this guy before Into the Future. So I did the entirety of Into the Future without this guy. I actually did it mostly gacha free, apart from Lunasia. So yeah, that was fun. We are not going to need. Ooh, I guess we're gonna have to spare the usage of Craze Whale for a bit. Craze Whale is one of my favorite units. In my other account, in the non-content creation account, it's the only super rare that I have at level 50, Craze Whale. And I use Craze Whale in so many loadouts because it's such a killer generalist. Okay, let's see how this goes. Ooh, I recognize the next level. We are sending out one of those to get rid of the peons. Not even like Kankan. No, I don't have Kankan at level 50 yet. Well, I guess I kinda do. I have Kankan at level 45 plus 5. So it kinda is level 50, but it's not level 50 through cat size. Yeah, like when I have more cat size in that account, I will get Kankan to level 50. Okay, I think bringing oh, maybe not. I thought that Matic Macholex was gonna be able to tank a bit more, but I think this is a stage where we stall for Lunasia. I don't think we can afford to send out the cheaper units. Something I really like about Lunasia is how tanky she is against Master A specifically, because Master A and its variants are One of my least favorite enemies, except for the Starred Alien Master Ray, funnily enough, because that one doesn't just nuke your stuff. I'm okay with a long-ranged unit that warps things away. I'm not okay with the long-ranged unit that just kills everything. Okay, Lunasia is kind of taking over this. No problem. Have you beat the new Brutal Advent, the Pool Trio one? No, not even in my other account. My other account is at early Uncanny Legends. I'm not like caught up to anything. The only brutal, like I have done one Brutal Advent. It was the Sunfish Jones one, the colossal Sunfish Jones one. Yeah, that one wasn't that hard because the Sunfish Jones is not really that tanky, and I have like really good units for Colossal. Um, Lunasia carries that stage so hard it's ridiculous. I might have to try it, but I highly doubt that. Like almost certainly I won't be able to do it um, with this account. Like it's here. Why is it here if I haven't even unlocked Aku Realms? Um, Yeah, I highly doubt I will be able to do it. And like, if even doing the first level is something that I doubt I will be able to do, though the shield piercing property of Lunasia might help in that regard. But I might try in my other account. In my other account, I don't have Lunasia, but I have guaranteed shield piercers. I have Lilin and other really good units that I might be able to use for that. But yeah, I've been intimidated somewhat by the brutal advance. You've heard people were beating it without being able to beat all the manic stages just because Lunasia is that good. That is insane. That is actually crazy. If I can get Lunasia to 40 before it disappears, I might be able to do it then. Um, yeah, yeah. Right now she's 37. Um, 37. So 3 more Uber cat size to go. Or I can try to do Queen Bee 3 times through like one to unlock Avisal, and then 2 more times to get the cat size. Oh, that could be an interesting thing to plan for tomorrow. Uh, anyway, Kugel Schreiber. Surely we can do this. It's a timer stage with a Narod. Oh wow, it's a lot of really annoying traitless enemies. I don't think we have anything. I mean, we have Bendor. Okay, we can try Bendor. Yeah, not that we need anything. We have Lunasia. Lunasia is busted. What a crazy busted unit. Um, I wonder if Bendor tanks a hit from the slot. The answer is yes. Okay, good to know. But do you tank 2 hits? The answer is yes. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was not going to tank 2 hits. Or it would need like Lunasia support in order to tank 2 hits. Oh, it got interrupted. Did it get interrupted? I thought it got interrupted, but it's not attacking anymore, so it very clearly didn't. So, you just tanked 3? Wow, okay, that was insane. That was insane. I cannot believe that Bender tanks 4 shots from the sloth. Okay. Oh, oh wait. Oh no, it is on timer. I just did it just in time. Okay, that's funny. I should probably not be sending out Courier because Courier stands within the range of the Arost, but Paris doesn't. And I should also stop sending out Vendor, maybe, because Vendor is pushing Arost against the base and causing my stack to die. What else is gonna be sent? Another Arost. Okay. Oh no, okay, what's happening is that the stage has an enemy limit of 1. Okay. So, no more than 1 enemy can exist in the stage at any time. So most likely after the Dover PD, there will be an assassin bear immediately. I understand now. But can the Dover PD survive 2 Lunasias? Probably not. I wonder if Cat Jobs can make it to the Dover to apply its massive weak. Most likely no, one way or another, because either the wave or just doesn't get there before the Dover dies. Okay. We don't have an indicator for the Assassin Burn now that the Dover has died. But I guess we have enough of a stack to be fine if the Assassin Bird does spawn before I kill the base. I have my finger ready to fire the cat cannon. As I have said in the past, I play in an emulated device in my computer, so I can map things to my keyboard. It is pretty convenient for the purpose of sending out units and stuff. Certainly better than a touchscreen for me. Okay, next up is Muddy Trench. Muddy Trench says the following. Okay, seems pretty standard, but instead of Bender, we're gonna bring Chris Whale. Soon, Manic Island, soon. But when it comes to being able to level them up beyond level 20, that might take a bit longer, since we are at not even 3k user rank. I wonder how, like, it would be interesting for like the experienced people who play this game to make a series where they try to get to Uncanny Legends on the lowest amount of user rank possible. Like what's the lowest amount of user rank that one needs to get to Uncanny Legends is what I'm trying to say. Can you do it below 1600 is the question. How many advents have you beat? In this account, I have beat Hania. I beat Bomber Girl. What else did I beat? I beat Clyonel last stream. And what else do I have? I think that only those 3. Yeah. 1-1 is probably gonna be the hardest wall for this challenge. I'm gonna have to have really good normals and Lunasia for 1-1. Gacha or no gacha? No gacha. I have used gacha pretty much throughout the entirety of this, because this is supposed to be The quirk of this account is that the only Ubers that I can use for the sake of progression, aka Stories of Legend, or unlocking like important things like the Aku realms or advents, are Ubers that I get through platinum tickets. So I have only rolled one platinum ticket, and I got Lunasia from that. This is using Sith tracking, so I am actively picking the Ubers that I get when I do that. And any other Ubers that I get, I can use for grinding, but not when I'm like recording and stuff. Oh, for the low user rank run, um, I guess we can say like whatever. Yeah, the rules would be whatever. Just how how low can your user rank be in order to get to Uncanny Legends? Um, yeah, any means necessary. Just have low user rank. I wonder if people can do it below 1600 user rank. Mm, I guess that for such a run you don't roll. No, you have to roll the the normal cat tickets, right? You could probably do it with like 200, 300. No gacha, it would be such a pain to do. Um, but yet 200, 300, no way. I think you underestimate like 200 because even these things add user rank. Even these things add user rank. So like that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25, 28. That's almost 300 just off of these things alone. And you need these. You straight up need these, right? Maybe some of them you don't need, but um, energy, accounting, research, wallet, and efficiency are like the ones that you really want to have, right? And through the process of getting those, you're most likely also gonna get a lot of levels on your normals, right? So I don't know. Like maybe you can do it with 300. Maybe you can do it with 300, but I would like to see it happen. I don't think I'm gonna be the one to do it because that sounds like a pain, but it could be interesting content for people that are more masochistic than I am when it comes to this game. Um, yeah, let's go. Hopefully this is not a problem. Like most other stages in this subchapter, this stage is a joke if you have at least a few until start daily and treasures. Yeah, I have them all, so... Okay. Oh, this is not the level. Whatever. No, I thought it was going to kill. Come on, Kankan, I need you to land a hit. I need you to land a hit, Kankan. Okay, wow, it's getting stun locked. Well, Lunasia. And Lunasia kills everything. Okay. This is not a level that I was prepared for. I was looking at Muddy Trench. But we should be able to deal with these things. I have Crazed Whale and Lunasia and Courier. You know all of Infernal Tower is beatable with just 3 units? If Infernal Tower is beatable with just 3 units, then maybe one could do the same for like Stories of Legend. So maybe below 1600 is very feasible. I would still like to see it. I really do think it's a very interesting concept for the purpose of content creation that I'm willing to just give away for free because I am not interested in doing it myself, but I want to see it. Just sell the normals you don't need so it doesn't boost your user rank. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Or hold them so you can turn them into NP to boost whatever you are going to use so it is maximum boosted. Oh wait, but if you don't, Ha! If you don't get enough user rank, you cannot level things to 30, so you cannot. No, like now I'm starting to. Because user rank gates so many things. Like without large amounts of user rank, you cannot level things beyond level 20. You might genuinely need um, more than 200, 300 user rank. As I already said, I want to see it. I want to see it happen. It's just not gonna be me. Okay, Sunset Soldier. I'm starting to think that these levels are easy enough that I won't need to, like, that I shouldn't be even checking them because I have, all the alien treasures already. So these aliens are a joke. Remember, the objective of this stream is Mina, so weak and mildly acidic. We are. Well, after we're done with this, we're 2 out of 5, so we still need to clear 3 more Stories of Legend subchapters. But we can totally do it. I also want to do Queen Bee in this stream. And I should take a look at Aku Realms, do the easy early stages to start getting some progress on that. I'm not even gonna say these poor bears because I know how much of a pain they would be if I didn't have the treasures, because I did Into the Future. Yeah, these guys without a specific anti-aliens when you're progressing through Into the Future are so painful. Okay. Let me do Aku Realms real quick. Let's see what we get here. Nice to meet you. I wonder if this is gonna change to say my 10-year long quest to bring the... No, it's probably not. I think the Aku Realms were introduced when this game was 9 years old. That's why it says 9-year-old quest. Meow meow. Okay. That is the Aku Realms. Let's do this real quick. I have Lunasia, so the plan is just send out Lunasia, I suppose. Yeah, Lunasia. When I grabbed Lunasia, I really didn't think it was going to be this busted, or this well adjusted to pretty much everything the game has to offer. But like, she beats all the story legends super hard because she is anti-Aku, anti-floating, and anti-traitless, and pretty much all the bosses are that. Still gotta protect her though, because since she's level 1, she probably cannot take a lot of hits. You can beat Jakando and get another plat ticket. What's stopping you from getting the next plat ticket from the dojo? It Starred Aliens is what's stopping me. Literally, the level that you need to beat to get the second plat ticket requires Starred Aliens. I thought it was 7-2, but it is 8-2. So in order to get my second plat ticket, I suppose I predict it is balanced around Cats of the Cosmos 1. So I gotta beat at least Cats of the Cosmos 1 for it. They knew exactly what they were doing with that. Yeah, they knew. Okay. Unleash higher levels for your cats, sealed away by the Aku altars, and stop the rebirth of the Lord of Ruin. It's funny because you beat them all, but the Lord of Ruin still gets reborn. Okay, I might be able to do Thailand, but India there's no shot. And let's give this a try real quick. If it doesn't work, then whatever. As I said, the early levels are so easy in the Aku realms, but the later levels are such a pain. Like, yeah, it was Mexico and it was another one. I think it was Hawaii that were like super difficult. Okay, I shouldn't be sending out ramen. It's too expensive and it still gets one shot anyway. Okay, come on, Lunasia, do your thing. Ooh, oh, counter surge, man, she's so busted. She's gonna destroy these so bad. I promise you I didn't even think about the ramifications of getting Lunasia when I got her. I was just like, oh, she's anti-floating and anti-traitless, let's get Lunasia. Like, she's an Epic Fest unit that also hits other things, but no, she's insane. I don't think she's even taken a single knockback. I like how the Aku realms are done, because you can start progressing through them pretty much as soon as you unlock them, but it very clearly is the case that they're balanced around you having at least level 40 really good specialists for Aku by the end, or level 50 generalists. But you are not gated from doing that, or like from starting until you have that. So like even a player that is in the very early part of the game can enjoy a little bit of the Aku realms and progress with the Aku realms as they progress with their accounts. It's pretty cool. Very well designed, which is pretty strange because I don't really think that many things in this game in terms of progression are well designed. This would probably be like the only thing that I would say, oh, this is well made. Like, very smart thing for them to do. I wonder if attack talents have, but there's no, like, I don't even have any units that can receive, like, because I was thinking attack plus Aku on a unit, like it just adds a flat 1000 damage or so, something along those lines. It probably doesn't even care about the level of my unit, so maybe it works pretty well for Aku realms, but I'm not likely to get those for now. Like, I think I need to get a lot more Enigma levels to start even having the possibility of getting those. So whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna try India. That is, I don't think I'll be able to do it. I should try that, but not right now. Anyway, as I was saying, oh, it's 8-3. Yeah, Starred Aliens and 8-3. If it was not for these Starred Aliens, I would have already gotten it. It is tragic. So yeah, I wonder if I need all of the Starred Alien treasures, or if I can do with only one set of Starred Alien treasures. I guess we can try when I get my first set of Starred Alien treasures. But that will come after Mina. Oh, Empress Excavation 1. We can do this. This requires Courier, definitely. Okay. Let's give this a try. Hope that it works. If this stage beats me, I can always come back with items, and then I will most likely beat the stage. Let's see what we have here. This is the stage that drops Haniwa, I think. And I want Haniwa. Haniwa is so good. Man. Come on! No, she was about to fire. It was my bad for sending out too many couriers. Man, man, those guys are so annoying. I'm gonna hit the ad. And fortunately for me, I can just do this. Yeah, the boons of having OBS, I can just hide that. No one wants to see that. When it comes to ads, I never look at the ads. Well, in general, I try not to look at ads, right? But whenever I am unwillingly exposed to an ad, I vividly remember what the advertisement was for, and I'm like, I'm never consuming this in my life. Like, um, especially if the ad is annoying, and these Bellcats ads, like, it's just a video. I don't wanna see. I'm just clicking it for the sake of the game, right? Uh, but anyway, that game, yeah, I'm never playing Brawl Stars. And besides, like when it comes to phone games, the only one that I ever got into was Battle Cats. Um, yeah, I am of the generation where when I was a kid, I didn't have a smartphone because those weren't a thing when I was a kid. I only got into Battle Cats later in life when I was an adult and I had a smartphone and a friend told me about this game and I was like, that looks interesting. And so I played it and I got into it. But that's like the only phone game that I play. All my other gaming is done in my computer. Well, funnily enough, Balcats is also in my computer now, so there's that. Mm, okay, that is done, so let's continue. I got the continue as a free cat, rich cat, pretty much. Because I could have just bailed from the level and came back with a rich cat. They make the ads low quality sloppy on purpose because the people who download games for these kind of ads are the most likely to spend money. Yeah, it's like a similar thing to misinformation on the internet where it is so ridiculous that only the most susceptible people are going to be affected by it. So it doesn't matter if you make it high quality because people that are not susceptible to it are not gonna get affected by it, kind of thing. Um, that and scams, right? That have obvious typos and stuff like there's no point in making it in investing a lot of resources to make it difficult to discern. I haven't even tried to do Gen 4 Volcano. I'll try when I have more behemoth slayers. But for now I have only courier, so I don't think it's even worth trying. And besides, I have nothing to grind stones for. At least not for now. Yeah, as far as the stones go, I already have so many. I'm ready for at least 1 or 2 units. Oh wait, there is 1 unit that I want stones for, funnily enough. And I found out today that in order to true form Adventurer Kana, you need some stones that I don't have. And that will take a while, probably about a month. Not that I need her for progression purposes anyway. I would rather prioritize behemoth slayers like egg units. Anyway, back to Scars of War. Father's back. Hmm. Okay, I would rather bring pizza because I see a gory black there. I think pizza should just be glued to my loadouts because it is my boosted super rare, right? So I'd rather have my boosted rare, my boosted super rare, and my boosted uber. And as far as supers or as specials, I'm just hoarding the cat's eyes um, for for when I need them for Cats of the Cosmos, most likely. Yeah. Oh, I have 1 rare. I should use it on Courier right now. Um, There we go. So close to level 40. When the base reaches 99%, Sunfish Jones and Elizabeth and Infinite Gory Black, so as part of the crew, I should send out pizza, given that pizza takes about 3 weeks to reach the base. Meat shields are probably not gonna be something that I should be sending out. Except for maybe Ramen. Ramen is tanky enough to tank the Elizabeth waves. Oh, pizza's still far back. Okay, but black enemies fortunately have a lot of knockback, so pretty much everything knocks them back. Black enemies are very funny, in the sense like their design space of being highly aggressive, very quick and very damaging, but also relatively easy to stall through damage dealing means, because you cannot just meat shield them, right? Like you cannot meat shield Razorback. I guess Razorback would be the exception, because Razorback is not easy to knock back, only has 2 knockbacks. Could you imagine Razorback with like 10 knockbacks, like other black enemies? That would be... I don't know if it would be very annoying or not. It would be easier to handle, for sure. Man, I have so many Paris cats that I'm starting to think that maybe I should have been boosting Paris instead of Courier, but it doesn't matter because the next thing that I'm gonna be boosting is Paris anyway. And besides, when the time came to start spending Cat's Eyes, I was like, okay, Paris is getting the talents. I guess that Courier is getting the levels. Razorback with the same knockbacks as Shishilan. Yeah, maxed survives and maxed attack. Do I have... No, I don't have... Yeah, like Aku attack up would be nice for the purpose of Aku Realms. Yeah, I don't know if I want to give her defense up as well. But probably not. I think that I'm done investing into Paris talents. Oh, the only other unit that I've put talents on has been Qatar. I put Zombie Killer and Target Zombie. I think I'm also gonna be buffing the attack of this guy. Maybe deploy time as well. That could be neat. I did that for the purpose of farming zombies. You should try completing the dojo stages to get these talent orbs instead. Yeah, I'll do that. I have not even done that in my other account, not even once. But I hear that if you score well in these arenas, you get some chests that you can get some pretty fancy talent orbs from, and nowhere else, which is kind of annoying. Okay, winning back. Oh, interesting. Has a boar and an Nimoy boar. Okay, I think that we're gonna have to bench Crazed Whale for a little bit, at least until it becomes Manic Island. And we are going to bring Seafarer. Maybe we bench this as well and we bring iCat. That seems okay to me. One of the talent orbs gives a 50% plus HP and attack boost to SOL and UL. That is so strong. Um, I think I would put that on Paris. Yeah, if I had to guess, I think I would put that on Paris. Oh, something that I'm setting up for is a stream of how far can Ramen like get trying to solo 4 stars SOL or 4 crowns SOL. Like I'm gonna start at Earthshaker, and I wanna see how far can Ramen make it. Like just literally research combos and mash the Ramen button until I die or win in the level. Um, I'm curious to see how far Ramen can make it. Um, and after that, I think it would be Ramen and Paris. Like how far can Ramen and Paris get doing the exact same thing? Okay, let's go. Will you just skip the metal stages? Oh. Quite frankly, I think that Ramen would face defeat before I start seeing the metal enemies that Ramen cannot brute force. Because Ramen is a pretty good anti-metal because it attacks really, really quick, right? But there are some metal enemies that just have too much HP to brute force. Like I'm thinking anything above metal hippo, like metal Longhorn and definitely metal seal and definitely also super metal hippo, would be things that Ramen cannot handle. So maybe for those stages, I would bring Ramen and a critter. Ramen and Cat Tornado. But I do think that Ramen is gonna falter before then. Okay, I have Alien Treasures, so these guys should be really easy. Yep. Okay, pretty easy. You just have to bring the correct units. Something that I don't love about the Battle Cats is how, like, when you go into a level, unless you have been in the level before, the level doesn't tell you what you're gonna be fighting against, which is just annoying. It forces me to play with a browser window that tells me what I'm gonna be fighting against. Um, like you're not really hiding anything from me, you're just making it annoying for me to get the information. So you may have noticed that this account is called, or like this channel is called Jiva Altar 2. That's because my first my first YouTube channel is Jiva Altar, and that is about a roguelike called Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup and roguelikes and roguelike related games. Um, the design philosophy of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is that all the information that you need to win the game is accessible within the game, so that you don't have to interrupt the flow of gameplay looking things up on a wiki and stuff, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. So I've come to appreciate that design philosophy a lot over the years. Like at first, when I started playing the game didn't have that as much, but now it has it a lot. Okay, oil platform is black enemy, or like no, red enemies. Um, Cappy is introduced here. I think I know what I want to bring apart from these. Aha, Bathcat. I feel like Bathcat is gonna be okay for this level. 2 out of 5. We're not quite there. We're not even part way through. But we are approaching Mina very rapidly, very menacingly. This is a stream we have done a lot. Like we unlocked Aku Realms, we did some Aku Realms levels. We have beaten 2 sub-chapters of the 5 that I'm aiming to do. And after Mina, I think I'm gonna give it a break to Stories of Legend progression, and on Wednesdays I'm gonna progress through Cats of the Cosmos instead, because the whole day has half energy cost for like Cats of the Cosmos and the Treasure Festival. So farming that on Wednesdays is like a really good thing for the sake of progression. Great thing that they added to the game, by the way. The introduction of that is kind of what inspired me to make this account, because otherwise I was like going through the early game is such a pain that I don't want to do it. Okay. I'm reaching the unit cap? No way. Oh, it's because the special erasers are really slow. They're slower. Well, they're slow than Manic Eraser, of course. Well, it's not quite Manic Eraser yet, but you know what I mean. No, I did it too late. Okay, now burst this thing down, please. I have no idea what was hitting Nyandem there. Maybe Courier. Man, Courier is such a crazy good unit. Sweat and Aldehyde. Oh, Cyberhorn makes his first Stories of Legend appearance here. When it comes to critters, I do have some. It's not like I have that many of them. I don't think I've even done all the cyclones, but I have some. Yeah, we have, of course, we have Catasaurus as well, Chris Whale, and the ones that are banned. I guess this is what we are going to roll with. Should we bring anti-aliens? We are gonna bring anti-red, and of course the crit units, because Cybernhorn and Metal One-Horn. I think it's so strange that the Alien One-Horn is not just called Alien One-Horn or something, it's called Cyberhorn. You would think that the Metal One-Horn is called Cyberhorn. But whatever. Notably, this is a level where Lunasia is it's not a bad unit, but it's not, you know, nothing she targets is in this level. Bahamut Cat's true form. Yeah, I should have brought Bahamut instead of Lunasia. If I fail at this level, which I quite frankly don't think is gonna happen, but if it happens, I will bring Bahamut. Maybe Kankan as well. I should probably be stacking my crit units. I really want to true form these guys, so it's a lot faster. Yeah, lots of crits here. Okay, I'm pretty close to the stage where I want to start accumulating tickets for Cat Capsule Plus. Let me show you. Mm, yeah, we're almost max here. Just need a little bit more study, a little bit more wallet, and a little bit more Cat Cannon charge. And at that point, I would stop rolling normal tickets and start saving them for Super Cat or for Super Feline. It's so annoying that it takes so long for you to be able to boost Super Feline. I wish it wasn't like that. Ancient Trial, it's all aliens in this level, so we are going to bring Catalites, very important unit, and Seafarer, once again very important unit, and Kankan. Kankan for the damage. Spawns right away. I wonder if this guy's gonna survive that. Okay. Okay. Wow. Like every time it gets hit by the Salabul and it doesn't die, that is incredible to me. Because those things hit really hard. I guess they're not boosted at all. I'm starting to feel like this is a level for Awakened Bahamut. I feel I was really close to the final knockback. Alright, pretty easy. Man, it would be insane to me to do like Empire of Cats and then progress until you see aliens and then do the entirety of Into the Future and then progress until you see Starred Aliens and then the entirety of Cats of the Cosmos. But I think that's probably the best way to progress through the game, except that I didn't want to do that because of the energy cap. Like I wanted all the Into the Future treasures for the energy, so I could, get high value for my leaderships. I'm on to you. This level is fiendish. I know that level. Um, the easiest way to do it would be with Metal Cat, but I don't have Metal Cat. I guess the next best thing is gonna have to be Octopus. Level 32 Octopus might not get the job done. What else do we have in the anti-floating department? Like, I know I have Cameraman, and I'm almost certainly gonna be bringing Cameraman. Oh, Lunacia is anti-floating. Okay, that sets all my worries aside. I think we're fine now that I have been reminded that Lunacia is anti-floating. Ooh. Okay. When the first Brolo hit the base, I was like, oh, that's worrisome. Okay, I'm just gonna build up a stack. Fortunately, these guys are slow, so you have enough time to build up a stack. Not sending out Lunasia might be a bit worrisome. Oh wow, okay, the octopus cats are doing okay. Okay, send out Lunasia. They're certainly gaining ground. As I have said before, this stage can feel like you're storming the beaches of Normandy with how brutal Brolos are. Oh, Lunasia is carrying this so hard. She is a bit hurt, however. I think she has 2 more knockbacks left. But we survived the onslaught just by spamming Cameraman and an Octopus. Should have been sending out more mid shields, perhaps. Alright, Littering Coast is a bunch of wall doggies. It's a very boosted wall doggy, I suppose. Yeah, 6,000. How much HP does that have? It has 1,800,000 HP. That is a lot. Gotta bring my best DPS units for this. I wonder if Ringwash Bravecat would be good here. Oh, Vendor! Yeah, I was thinking about what to add, and Vendor is so obvious. Yeah, just knock back that thing. It's a boss, but if I knock it back enough, the couriers are gonna be hitting the base, and maybe we beat the level before the second wave of Assassin Burst. The first wave spawns after a minute, so it is almost impossible to rush it enough to beat those. Maybe Lunacy Explosion cheeses them, though I find that unlikely. You think I should bring Awakened Bahamut here? Instead of Courier? No, Courier is too important not to bring. Cat Jobs is gonna be good for weakening. This Wall Doggy would be nice. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, remember, the 1 minute mark there will be Assassin Burst, so we have to be ready with the cat CPU. No way, that was funny. Ready? Okay, now we send Lunasia. I abstained from sending Lunasia before to avoid her being killed by the assassin bears. This level gives you no money. I should have brought up a rich cat item. Would have been nice. Okay. Second wave of assassin bears. Let me make sure real quick. Yeah. Okay, infinite assassin bears spawn after 120 seconds. Ooh, that's gonna be so annoying. Okay, I didn't lose Lunasia, though she has almost no knockbacks left. I think I lost Vendor. I sent out another Vendor anyway. Yeah, goodbye Lunasia. Sure would be good to know how... Oh! Okay, just send everything. We are probably gonna be facing against the third wave of assassin bears. Oh, the base has no HP. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, that really had me worried for a second. Okay. 10 boars spawn after 33 seconds. That is very funny. Each enemy's lane will make room for one boar to spawn, ergo you only have to fight one at a time provided you never kill the faces. But what if I spawn all the boars? What if I spawn all the boars with the power of iCat? What about the power of Fishman? Okay, let's see how this goes. Benzene field. Now we can say that we're at about the halfway mark. Yeah, we're almost at Mina. I wonder how long it's gonna take me to get to Mina. Oh, these are boosted. Oh, these are a bit too boosted. I'm just gonna wait for Lunasia then. Yeah, because sometimes Courier is strong enough to knock them back in one attack, and it cycles perfectly so that Courier effectively just perma knocks them back, but it very much is not the case today. Or at least not with level 37 Courier. Maybe with level 40 Courier it would be the case. Maybe it would be the case if I had an attack up combo. But as it is right now, I need 2 Courier attacks to knock back the the rain Ds. Okay, I guess a boar is gonna be coming out, right? Okay, here come the boars. And since I'm also gonna start killing the faces, I might as well start leveling up Wallet. This level doesn't give you a lot of money until it gives you crazy money, like from all these boars and the faces that I'm about to kill. Oh, this is gonna be funny. It's either gonna shred me or it's gonna be very funny. I think I have enough ICATs to stall this. Yeah, as soon as one of them dies, though, yeah, they're gonna shred through my front line. It's gonna be so funny. Okay. Okay, now we win. We win. That was funny. Fortunately, it's not the one where you have to push. What is it? There's a level where you have to push the enemies behind the base because if you kill even one enemy, you are gonna be facing assassin burst. That level sucks. I don't like that kind of level. Okay, government watchdog. Funnily enough, this level doesn't have a Dover PD. I thought it was going to have a Dover PD from the name. Okay, next level. Okay, let me get rid of these. We are going to bring Seafarer. Maybe this can also go. Oh, you know what I should bring for this level? Hopefully they're low enough level that Maglev one-shots them. If Maglev one-shots them, that would be really cool. Okay, these are boosted. They're not that boosted though, so we can probably start with these. Send out a can-can, see if we can get extra money off the can-can. I didn't bring anything for that metal doggy. But fortunately, since I have Courier, I can just ignore its presence somewhat. Courier is getting the job done at thinning out the backliners, so the doggy is not protecting them as well as it could otherwise. The beauty of long distance units, they're so good. That's so many enemies. But I have enough AoE that I can actually deal with them. It's so strange to be doing a stage where you can genuinely spam parries, because that's not a very common occurrence. Parries is a very expensive unit. But we have survived the onslaught of Government Watchdog. Beautiful. And now, Revolving Door Floats, the final level of this sub-chapter. Berserkori, Brolo, oof, Cappy and Cory, that sucks. But it's only one Cappy, so what I can do is kill the Cappy before we have to deal with the rest. And besides, the Brolos don't spawn until after base hit. So we are going to have to focus on killing the Cappy first. It hopefully is not going to be a problem. I wonder if I should bring Batcat. It's good against the Cappy and good against the Berserkori. Okay, we don't bring Pizza, we bring Octopus. And I would like to believe that works. Maybe we bring the special variant of Eraser. Yeah, this guy probably is quite tanky for the purpose of dealing with the Berserkoris. I'm gonna replace Paris for now. I feel like Paris is not gonna be great in this level. Camera, but Camera is just gonna get shredded by the waves before she gets to the front line. Let's roll with it like this. Wednesdays are wonderful because the Stories of Legend is so heavily discounted. It almost makes me feel like Wednesdays is how the game should be, period. Okay, I'm gonna lure the Cappy and immediately go for the apple. We can lure the Cappy so that we don't have to fight the Cody all the way over there. I'd rather fight the Cody closer to the base. Maybe I should have brought a speed up. Okay, now I would like to send out Lunasia before we make the final push. Is it going to be possible for me to send out Lunasia? Yeah, Can got the double money. Okay, Brolos and Berserkoris. Okay, the Cory is getting wrecked by the apples. Well, not quite getting wrecked because they're not perma-stunning the Cory. Oh wow, okay, that was quick. The magic of Courier. Yeah. One more for the pile of levels that I thought were going to be substantially more difficult than what they ended up being. Probably courtesy of Lunasia. Man, she is so good. Okay. 2 more to go. Body and Soul. And after we beat that, we will have unlocked Mina's level. Before I begin Sunset's Howl, I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'll be right back, okay? Alright, we are back and ready to finish this. The final stretch. Body and soul, and then weak and mildly acidic. So we begin with Sunset's Howl, which is a bunch of berserkeries and bunnies. I think that for this level we want to bring Crazed Island or Crazed Whale. And we probably don't need Lunasia for this one. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna lure. There is absolutely no reason not to lure. And I want to lure because this guy hits, like at this, at the halfway mark of the level, this guy hits the base pretty much with the waves. So there's no point in fighting away from the base. Pretty much the floor 30 philosophy. Okay, surely this guy doesn't live for much longer. Yeah. Couriers are skipping ahead, kinda worrisome. Oh wow, no, they're getting completely destroyed. I have stacked enough damage for them to not be threatening anymore. Are Berserkori single target? Like, is their attack single target? No, it's area. Huh. It's weird, because I saw them hitting effectively only one thing, but I guess they don't hit that hard and their damage comes from the waves. Okay. Gestalt Decay. Black and Alien. So we don't bring the specialist anti-black or anti-red and anti-waves, and we bring pizza, definitely. I think we still do not bring Lunasia, but we are going to be bringing Awakened Bahamut. That can definitely be in the team for this one. Seafarer. Do we want Bomber Cat? Probably not. We want Paris, definitely. Do we want Tururun? The funny thing is that Ururun feels entirely outclassed, except for her range, because I'm sure Lunasia deals more damage as a generalist than Ururun does. Let's compare them real quick. Okay, at level 30, Ururun Cat does 4,289 DPS, and Lunasia at level 37 Lunacia at level 37 does... less actually, surprisingly less, but to that we need to take into account the explosion, which is gonna double the DPS. So Lunacia does more if we take into account the explosion, but has shorter range than Ururun. I'm bringing Lunacia. I'm bringing Lunacia. I would like to believe that I have what it takes to beat this level with this loadout. Yeah, Lunacia is pretty strong, Courier is pretty strong. The Kankan kick didn't kill, come on. Oh wow, it's quite tanky. No, the Kankan kicks are definitely not killing that thing. Oh, black enemies are starting to come out of the base. Are they on a timer? Okay, no, here they are. Oh, they're pushing back. A little bit scary. Oh, lost Lunacia. Okay, I think I know what I have to do in order to beat this level. I have to... like, the loadout is fine, but I just have to wait until that happens to send out Bahamut. If I wait until that happens to send out Bahamut, we're fine. We can also bring Courier, or like not Courier, we can bring... Why did I even have that one? Yeah, we can bring Bombercat. It's a shame that some of these things are single target, you know? Single and single. If they were area, they would be a lot more appealing for levels like this. Anyway, let's give it another try. Not yet. Almost there, but not yet. Did Bahamut get one shot? Excuse me? How did Bahamut get one shot? What one shot Bahamut there? I was thinking, okay, there's a million of desynced enemies. Bahamut's gonna kill some of them, but he's gonna bounce back and kill more. But Bahamut got one shot. What? I think that what's carrying me here is that I use the early game of the stage to stack up a ton of parries, and the parries are actually causing damage knockbacks on all the black enemies. I don't know how much value pizza is providing. What I'm noticing is the parries damage. Beautiful. Didn't even kill everything. Oh, that stage is quite something. Okay, Warrior's Dawn is a remake of the Moon from Empire of Cats Chapter 3 with a pretty busted Bonbon, right? Okay, I think this will get the job done. I'm gonna bring CPU. And we can stall for money at the beginning. That level's pretty funny. I did exactly the same thing that I did for Empire of Cats Chapter 3 Moon, which is just turn on cat CPU. Except that this time I have Lunasia. When I did it, I had Yotaro Cat, and that's what I used, Yotaro Cat. And of course, Dragon Stacking. I didn't even have parries back then. How the time has passed. And that was only a month ago. Less than a month ago, because I did that in like the first 3 days. Okay, lots of slots. This level is on a timer of 160 seconds. If you don't beat the level before 160 seconds pass, 20 Elder slots spawn, which is very funny. Okay, I think I'm gonna try it with that, and let's see how it goes. After this level, we need to beat 3 more to get to Mina, to Mina's subchapter, that is. Oh, it's not strong enough to one-shot the whales. Okay, that's huge. I kind of want to send out Bahamut, but I feel like I would rather wait until after that happened. Yeah, sending out Kankan and Crazed Whale is probably the best thing that I could have done for the alien slot, since they have crazy DPS. They did kill the slot really quickly. Now we just have to get rid of this one. A rare crit from Crazed Whale. Okay, right after this guy attacks, I send out Bahamut. And this should get the job done. Beautiful. Wow, they just deleted the base. Well, I guess it was Bahamut more than anything. Okay, Sign of the Cat is a 5th station, Body and Soul. I am not at the stage where I'm feeling pressured for not having something like Lunasia, but for aliens, fortunately. And I don't think I will be like that for a while, maybe ever. There's a very good chance that never happens. So for now, I am very satisfied with only having Lunasia. Now, do we want to bring this guy? Probably not. How about this guy? Believe it or not, probably not. But what we do want to bring is Catalyte and maybe Ramen as well. Yeah, I think I am very well equipped to deal with all of these stages. I'm not feeling like I'm struggling or anything. which is definitely the feeling that I enjoy when playing games. Like, the game has provided me with the tools necessary to deal with the thing the game wants me to deal with. Like, deal with it, confront it, not run away from it. I wonder if Lunasi outranges this guy. Okay, these guys seem really weak. I'm probably capable of beating them just by spamming this. Well, maybe not beat them, but yes, stall them for quite a bit. Maybe I need to add a little bit of courier to the mix to beat this level. I'll send out Lunasia. I feel like sending out Lunasia would speed up the process. This Cyber Horn is a bit worrisome. And the main reason why I hesitated on removing Kankan, but I was like, okay, the level has Ultra Backliners and Calamaris, so Kankan is not gonna be great here. Okay, time for Bahamut. Yeah, Bahamut. Okay, that thing is at 1 HP. Cat Cannon. I should have done it a little bit earlier. Maybe I would have been able to keep Bahamut. But we are done with this level. Beautiful. Okay, so next on the list of levels, out of the spare, which is just Cappy spam. I don't think we need to bring Cat CPU for this. It's just Cappy spam. Courier, Can, iCat, Luxury Bat, and maybe Drone? Yeah, maybe Drone. We can also bring... Cyborg, but I don't really think Cyborg is that good. If I had this true form, Yangshi Cat would be good. We're so close to being able to get it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it right now because I don't need it. But I will get it for the future. Yeah, in the future I'll have it. Okay. So many cappies. Jeez, so many cappies. Yeah, for this one, I don't think I want Craze Whale because it doesn't outrange the cappies, so it's just gonna get beaten and deleted from existence. I think we lure. We lure and then we get the stun. Oh, maybe I should have brought the freeze up combo for these. I think one apple on perma stuns in those conditions. Okay. Once again, I thought it was going to be substantially harder than it ended up being. We didn't even get to the final wave of cappies. iCut is just cheating. Metabolic Syndrome, 7th Station, Body and Soul. Okay, it's just the bosses from Into the Future. Okay. Yeah, let's try Manic Macho Legs though. People say Manic Macho Legs has insane stats, but I've always been a little bit underwhelmed by it. Like it doesn't feel like that strong of a unit. At level 30, Manic Macho Legs has 25,000 HP, 1,252 DPS, but the attack frequency is 4 seconds. The attack range is 350, which, yeah, it's some range, but it's not that much range, you know? I don't know. I've never been convinced by Crazed Legs or Manic Macho Legs. Wow, the True Form doesn't even increase its damage output, it just increases the HP. Huh. And the damage output, that is at level 30. At level 20, the DPS is barely hitting 1000. Huh. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, only 3 things spawn before base hit, and on base hit all the bosses spawn. These 3 Chevalians. I'm gonna lure them. They're a little bit boosted. 3,200. I was not focused on the screen, so I was pressing to level up the wallet, and it was not working. Okay, getting a freeze would be good. Ah, thank you. Maybe you should have stalled for some money, you know? Yeah, some money for Lunasia to speed up the process of killing these, since these three guys are floating enemies. Okay, Lunasia. Maybe Lunasia even has enough pierce to hit Niandam in the back. I think the alien face has like 3 knockbacks. Oh, Bonbon has waves. I forgot that Bonbon has waves. I was like, how are my back row things randomly dying? But this Bonbon can do a level 1 wave and hit your back row like that. After Niandam attacks, we send out Bahamut. No! Okay. We might be okay. Okay, yeah, we were fine. Because I pressed the Bahamut button since I saw Niandam in the animation, but Niandam got frozen, but then we got a knockback before that was a problem. And yeah, I think that Matic Macholex didn't abort anything here, not gonna lie. I don't think that that unit does enough damage. It doesn't do enough damage and it's not spammable enough. It's good for peons, but it's not good for sniping the back row. Last one, Love and Death. Let me make the loadout first. Okay, it's just Boar plus traitless enemies. Mr. Mole. And Mr. Mole is, yeah, just traitless enemy. Yeah, you know what I have to bring in an anti-red level. And Kankan as well. I want Kankan. The slow on the boar is gonna be okay. It's gonna be useful. I kinda am thinking about bringing ICAT, but I don't know how useful that is, because I feel like it's just gonna get sniped by the Mr. Moles. I guess I'm gonna give this a try. Oh, we're so close to the end. Just this and one more, and we're done for the day. And we're done with Stories of Legend for a while. As I said, in the future, my objective is to complete the Cats of the Cosmos before Musashi. Okay, I might be able to lure the boar ahead of the Mr. Mole. Yep, it is very much happening. This is probably one of my favorite tracks in all of Valcats. Okay, Lunacia is theoretically good here, but in practice, she doesn't send out her attack animation to in such a way that I can properly take advantage of her rebound property. They didn't have to go so hard with the music in this game, but I'm glad they did. I think there's more boars coming after those. Yay! We skipped the final boss. If there were any, but I think there were. Okay. We are within line of sight of the objective. At least I'm a cat. Ooh, the starting level is a little bit of everything. We have metal longhorns, we have black enemies, angels, and aliens, including 5 Elizabeth IIs. Oh, but that's like on a timer, so we could technically rush these. Cameraman. For the purpose of stacking, more than anything, I wonder if I should bring Major Space Cat. Do I not have the true form yet? When is that? Is that on Wednesdays? That's not on Wednesdays. It's like on Mondays or something. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I can get the true form already, and almost certainly I can get the true form already. Yeah, what do we have here? What's the condition? Only rare. Oh. Maybe I can stack up enough DPS on on that with like Paris and Courier. to do that without CC, but it doesn't matter. Maybe at some later point, given that the unit that you get from that is not really that important. Yeah, Bronze Cat. Who cares about Bronze Cat? I'll be doing this before ending the stream. Don't worry. Oh, maybe I should bring ramen here, given that there are angels. We probably don't need this. And we probably bring Wallcat. Why is my Wallcat not eraser? Yeah, what's up with that? What is up with that? Mysterious. Okay, and crit units as well. Okay, maybe it makes sense to bring Manic Macholix in this stage. And I think my final unit here is gonna be Lunasia, because DPS plus Pierce plus Traitless and Angels, right? Yeah, it ended up being a very similar loadout to my gacha loadout. Now, do I need to bring CAD CPU for this? We're running low on those. I kinda don't want to, because it doesn't work well until you max the CAD CPU. I'm not going to. Let's just bring... Do I even need to bring the speed up? Yeah, I think we're gonna try it like this. And if it kills me, I'll bring CAD CPU. And I don't think it's gonna kill me with CAD CPU. Okay, we can just lure these. I'll send out Cat Typhoon. Or Hurry Cat, I suppose. See if Curry Cat can get some Saki crits. Hey, exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, we have gotten to the part where it would maybe be a good idea to bring Cat CPU. I thought it was going to be much worse than that. I bet without Lunasia this would have been substantially harder. Yeah, I suspect that Lunasia helped a lot here. Then again, I did have a massive stack of cyborgs. Knights of the round, it's Cyberface. Oh, but it's on a timer. Oh, wait, it's not on a timer. Spawns of the boss after 37 seconds. Okay. This should not be that difficult of a stage. We don't bring this. And this. And I think we do bring Chris Whale. And the Cyberface is gonna be a bit of an annoyance. Yeah, we definitely bring Octopus. Okay, you know what? Instead of Crazed Whale, we're gonna bring Fishman. I think that might be better for the purpose of this specific stage. Given that it's all floating. The Cyberface is concerning me. Please don't kill Lunasia. Okay. And now we're on a timer to kill this. But it's not a timer that I should be particularly concerned about. Given that I have Fishman. And Lunasia. Okay. The Cyberface was a little bit scary. That stage is really a check for whether or not you have true form of Kotatsu, Octopus Cat. If you don't, you're not gonna have a good time in this stage. I don't think it is possible. I would like to see how people do this no gacha now that I think about it. Cat Catharsis. I kind of find it annoying that you cannot search for combos if you don't have a unit already. What do you mean? He doesn't have a combo? I'm pretty sure he has a combo. Anyway, I guess we bring little warriors. And Octopus anyway. Okay, and we're also gonna bring Awakened Bahamut. Ururun? No, Courier. Courier is gonna be really good for everything in this level. Yeah, Ururun is just hopelessly outclassed by pretty much any Uber. It's a shame. Talking about Ubers, I guess we do end up bringing Lunacia after all. Alright. You've been watching this stream since it started? We're almost done. We are so close to Mina. Okay, the octopus cat died. Oh, that guy died. Not Courier. Cory died. Maybe we can get another tap. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, wow, it lived. This level really doesn't give you that much money, huh? If you don't start with wallet up, you really will not have enough money. Because I did kill a Nyandam, right? So that would have filled my wallet if my wallet had been upgraded. And the octopus cat gets shredded. Oh, it's dead. Maybe we don't send out Lunacia. I feel like Lunacia is just gonna be a waste of money. If I had used Bahamut for the initial Cory, I think that I would have been able to beat this level much faster. Ooh, that was perfect. Come on, one more damage knockback. Ah, tragic. Okay, it's dead. I'll wait until the attack to send out Bahamut. Or it's dead. Okay, that also works. Oof, we are so close to the end. That was almost, well, that has been almost 5 sub-chapters today. Almost 5 subchapters. Beautiful finale that is, once again, a large assortment of not random enemies, but varied enemies. Um, these stages seem to be designed kind of to nudge you into buying, into Uberfest, into getting a Fest unit. Which, funnily enough, I have something that kinda is a Fest unit in the form of Sirius. Of course, I wouldn't use Sirius because of the challenge. But if I could, if it was not banned, I would use Sirius in this level because floating, angel, alien, black, red, and angel again. Yeah, that is quite an assortment of enemies. Lunasia shall suffice. What do you hit? I've not ever used you. Black Angel, Aku, and Relics. Pretty good traits to hit, you know? I think we just bring a generalist loadout for this. Instead of this, we're bringing Octopus for the Toucan waves. Though hopefully the Toucan gets shredded by my Bast anti-red before that is a problem. Okay, the starting enemies are all floating, so I can just take my time and send out Octopus to stall them. Had I seen before, I would have brought speed up to speed up this process. Okay, I'm gonna send out a courier to thin out the pigeons. Pigeons give a lot of money. Okay, so on base hit we have a Sunfish Jones, some Gabriels. I should have brought maybe Ramen. That's not what I wanted to send out. I wanted to send out Lunasia, but it actually is a blessing in disguise. So Lunasia is kinda protected by these octopus. Okay, I think the octopus in the front took the hit from the Brolos. I don't think it was Lunasia because it was like 3 Brolos. So I'm pretty sure that would have caused a damage knockback on Lunasia. These stages of mid stories of Legend are pretty cool in the sense that they have a quite the assortment of enemies, lots of variety, and yeah, as I said earlier, Courier completely shredded the Toucan. It wasn't even close. And Lunasia shredded the Sunfish Jones. And everything shredded the base. Beautiful. No more Bath Dreams. Another very spicy level. All the Bomb variants. And Traitless. Okay, all the Bomb variants and Traitless, which means bring anti-floating. Which means maybe even bring Fishman, which I don't use as much as I maybe should. It's not a bad unit at all. Sanso has area attacks, right? I think this is the time to bring out Sanso, and definitely Cameraman. I think Cameraman outclasses Paris this time. Where's Sanso? Yeah, okay. Time to bring out Sanso. We are not going to be using that guy. Ururun? Like, once again, I find myself thinking that Ururun could be better than Bahamut for this specific stage. I'm gonna give it a try. Is this the kind of stage where I want to use? Oh, we can stall. We can stall. So we just bring these and these. No need to use one of these. Though I would say that CPU is more valuable, but unfortunately we cannot replace CPU. To replace CPU, we need hands. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna stall. I wonder what's the weakest thing that I can send out that doesn't push that hard. That might be too much. Maybe I should have sent out a wall. If it triggers the boss wave, I'm just gonna restart. We might be okay. We might not need to restart. Okay, we might have to restart. The boss wave triggered way too soon. Like I needed just a bit more time to send out Lunasia. Sansa is kind of holding the fort though. Wow, Sanso is definitely the MVP of these. We wouldn't have been able to do this without Sanso, kind of thing. Because the stage has not given me money. Although Sanso is reaching his limit. No way, here comes the Bonbon symbiote. And I haven't even killed any of the Bonbons yet. We're gonna have to restart. Yeah, the moment they start hitting the base, we're out. There's also the possibility that they don't hit the base and we kill one of them, and then we can send out Lunasia. Never mind, they're hitting the base. I'm out. This time we're not messing up, and if we don't mess up, that's gonna be easy. Instead of sending out one of these, we're gonna send out one of these. And that guy should stall for long enough for me to max this without the threat of triggering the boss wave. I think it's pushing faster than Octopus, funnily enough, but it does substantially less damage, so I don't have to worry about the boss wave. Okay, yeah, we're in much better shape now. We just wait for the wallet to be filled. And at that point, even if the wall triggers the boss wave somehow, we're fine. Okay, here it comes. Ah, this time is gonna be so much easier. Huh. Oh no, I was like, oh, this time it spawned a lot faster, but I... Yeah, this time it spawned a lot faster. What's up with that? Why did it take forever to spawn before? No idea. But anyway, pretty simple with the ability to use cat CPU. Now learns to love. We have reached our objective. This level has black enemies, Brolos, Hyena, Sunfish Jones, and of course Mina. Unfortunately, I still don't have Glass Cat. I feel like Glass Cat would be good for Mina. When does Mina spawn? 16 seconds. Okay. I wish I had Green Shell. Ah, Green Shell! Well, not Green Shell, Zamboni. But I don't know if I can even beat Dabu at this point. Dabu is quite hard. Maybe instead of this we could bring Paris. But we're gonna give it a try like this. So if I bring a rich cat, we can spawn this guy almost immediately and pin Mina to the base. so we can hit the base with my LD units, which sounds like a plan. I lost all my LD units. I did do some damage to the base, so it wasn't that bad. I feel like if I do it properly or with Zamboni, I can actually get the kill. Okay, Mina is not sniping the base. Man, Mina is not sniping my base, but she's certainly sniping my units. Uh-oh, here come the Brolos. I think that the decision to send out Manic Lion, like at the very beginning, has been paying off quite a bit. Because Mina's not pushing. Okay, we killed one of the Noirs. No, Lunacia missed. Don't walk right into an attack, please. Oh, this is worrisome. Oh, okay. Sunfish Jones saved Bahamut there. And I think we got this. Wow, and my base is untouched. And we get rid of Mina. And we win the stage, pretty much. So I think I messed up my execution of the Mina cheese there, but you can totally do it. I just feel like I needed Zamboni for it. Beautiful. Ah, this time we didn't get the 3%. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like doing it again. Special Cat Red Riding Mina received. Okay, and that upgrades my Enigma. Now we are at level 3 Enigma. Pretty cool. There we go. I don't think we are using Mina. She kind of sucks, unfortunately. At least until True Form. So yeah, pretty good. That will mark a break from Stories of Legend for a while. I'll come back to it maybe after Cats of the Cosmos 2. And the Wednesday streams will be based around Cats of the Cosmos 2. Wait, I shouldn't use my energy doing that. Well, maybe one, maybe one. Aha, your Enigma the cunning level is now 3. Yeah, Musashi, I don't need to worry too much about that. I can just take my time for Musashi. But before I end it, as I already said, we're gonna be doing this. And for this, we are going to be doing... you know, in the absence of Zamboni, this might work. So for this level, I'm gonna try to do something similar to what I tried to do against Mina. Medalist, Pole Vaulter. Funnily enough, I could use Mina for that, but she's not good. She's too expensive, she doesn't do enough damage, she's not fast enough. She will have to be benched, unfortunately, for her. Waken Bahamut. So if I remember correctly, we have... yeah, it's a Sloth and Queen Bee supported by Brolos. Fishman, how could I have forgotten? Fishman is the guy for the job. I wonder if I have any speed combos. I do, in fact. Okay, I'm thinking of cutting Nymph for Monaco for the combo, for the money combo. Because the first try is gonna be without any items, right? Okay. So we have money, 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 and speed up, and hopefully that is enough to get the job done. Okay, sniper. Sniper barely is an item. Is she immune to slow? If she's not immune to slow, then I just did something really risky. No, oh! Miraculous. Oh! Fishman got the job done. Well, I guess Lunacia apported a lot of damage there. No unit? Come on. What do you mean no unit? Can I do the Catamine stage? Because I can just do it right now, right? Do I have the resources required for the Catamine stage? Oh, Queen's Coronation. Yeah, in fact it is very cheap to do. So this time we are doing the exact same thing but with a Treasure Raider. We're low on Treasure Raiders. That is tragic. We don't need to CPU it, it was very easy. I am confident that we will be able to do this again. Something's wrong. No way, what is going on? Something's wrong. What happened there? What did I do wrong there that I didn't do last time? Last time I didn't send out Fishman until later. I think we literally just send this guy out first, and then we wait. Or oh, we send out a courier. I think that was important. We also sent out a full bolter. Okay, once again carried by Lunasia. This is quite a common trend for this series. So I did the right job when I picked Lunasia. What a great unit. Absolutely insane. If you can only get one Uber for whatever reason, choose Lunasia. That is the one. Yep, Lunasia made a world of difference there. Alright, alright. I would consider this to be a very successful stream, given all that I got today. Yeah, these are the advents that I have done. I've not done Wow Wow or Dabu, and I have not unlocked the final one, Povsly, because for Povsly you need to do Cats of the Cosmos. I don't know how much Cats of the Cosmos you need to do, but I have not done it yet. So, I think that is going to be it for me today, because I have done all that I set out to do. And now I need to recharge my headset. But I'll be doing some Cats of the Cosmos off stream, because this is not gonna be very fun. Same goes for the Akus. We're also gonna be doing that off stream. Yep, great progression today. Once again, another W stream. So my future streams are gonna be based around Cats of the Cosmos. Like as I said, I want to get maybe at least Cats of the Cosmos 2 before I continue progressing through Stories of Legend. Oh yeah, maybe in the near future, like maybe tomorrow or on Friday, I come back and do a stream for Heavenly Tower. Like, I'm still stuck at 24. Like, I haven't touched it since then, other than a couple of attempts that haven't ended successfully. But I think we might want to lure the Taki out. Like, we just bait out Dark Laser, and we might want to lure the Taki out. And we do this without Bombercat, because Bombercat is completely worthless against Dark Laser. So we lure, we hopefully kill the Taki, and then we just stall Dark Laser. Because the thing is that Dark Laser pushes really hard, with the assistance of the Taki, because the Taki kills the meat shields, and the meat shields never reach Dark Laser, and so Dark Laser pushes. Um, but if we get rid of the Taki, then that makes it so that we can stall Dark Laser, and if we can stall Dark Laser, we can beat this stage. But that will be for another day, for Friday probably. We're running low on time for Heavenly Tower anyway. Um, so yeah, W stream, I agree. Great progress, and now we get higher quality enigmas. So yeah, I'm going to end stream now. Thank you for watching and thank you for everything. See you around at a later date. Bye.